Animal cells, the same but different. Cells are the basic units of structure and function in living things. Cells can do everything a living organism can do: grow, take in energy and matter, respond, and reproduce. All living things are made of one or more cells. Recall or remember that there are two main types of cells: prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Let's take a look at the image of a typical prokaryote bacteria. Try this guy. Bacteria are so tiny that thousands can fit on the tip of the pen. Prokaryotic cells are smaller and have a simpler structure than eukaryotic cells, yet they have all the equipment they need to grow and reproduce. This is because each of these cells has several basic parts: a cell membrane, which controls the material that enters and leaves the cell, and that's this guy here. This whole part is the cell membrane, that yellow. They have a jelly-like cytoplasm with suspended materials inside the cell, and that's all the green. They have ribosomes, where proteins are made to perform cell functions, and that's all these guys here. We can keep going, but you get the idea. And they have genetic material, known as DNA, that determines an organism's traits, and that's this. Eukaryotic cells have the same basic parts as prokaryotic cells. However, eukaryotes are larger and more complex. There are two main differences between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. First, eukaryotic cells have membrane-bound specialized structures called organelles. Each kind of organelle carries out a specific cell function. Second, eukaryotic cells have a nucleus surrounded by a membrane that houses and protects the DNA. The nucleus is the control center that regulates all cell activities. The rounded structure inside the nucleus is called the nucleolus, whose function is to create structures known as ribosomes. Some organisms, such as unicellular protists and fungi, consist of a single eukaryotic cell. Other eukaryotic cells are the basic units that make up multicellular organisms, such as animals and plants. Although there's no typical animal or plant cell, many common organelles are present in those cells. Find each of these organelles on the models of the plant and animal cells displayed in the diagram below. So this first one is the animal cell. And you'll notice that there are bean-shaped mitochondria, which are referred to as the powerhouses of the cell. And their function is to break down molecules found in food and provide energy to support the cell's activities. The endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, which is right here. If you can see all of these, that's the endoplasmic reticulum. It's a network of folded membranes that extends from the nuclear membrane. Some ER are covered by protein-making ribosomes. These guys. The ribosomes only attach to the ER once they're ready to make a protein. The ER helps distribute these proteins and other substances between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So it's distributing proteins between here and here, basically. Golgi bodies, these guys, are flattened sacs that package ER protein products to be sent out of the cell. And vacuoles are filled with water, food, or waste and act as the cell's storage tanks. Animal cells contain one unique type of organelle. Lysosomes, this guy, are found only in animal cells and function in digesting food molecules, removing wastes, and protecting against foreign invaders such as bacteria. Plant cells have several major differences from animal cells. Plant cells are surrounded by a rigid outer layer called the cell wall, and that is basically this entire piece here. The cell wall contains cellulose, which is a tough substance that supports and protects the cell membrane. Plant cells differ from animal cells because they can make their own food. Disc-shaped organelles, known as chloroplasts, this is an example one right here, are found in leaf and stem cells, contain the green pigment chlorophyll. Chloroplasts use light and energy from the sun to make sugar, which is a plant's food. Vacuoles in plant cells are much larger than those in animal cells. Most plants have a large central vacuole that helps support the plant cell and also serves as a storage place for water, sugar, starch, and protein.